not be 432 though.
This is Matt McCusker. He is truly one of the most fascinating minds in stand-up comedy today, and I absolutely love him. He is a stand-up comedian, an author, and one half of Matt and Shane's secret podcast. He's kind of just like a hilarious Buddhist monk reincarnated into the body of a young black conservative. And today we go through everything. We talk about semen retention and fasting and Eastern philosophies and why suffering is actually good for you. We talk about the testosterone and steroids and even his mild challenge that he's doing with Haas. This is an absolutely amazing episode. And like me, you'll absolutely love it. And I hope you guys. So, without further ado, sit back, relax, and welcome.
The Wild Wild West.
Matt McCusker, what's up, brother?
What up, bro? What's up, Mark?
Thanks for joining me
Dude, thanks for having me,
in
man.
this beautiful narco paradise.
This is awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be out here to sweat for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we're officially landscaping.
I like how when it's hot, the landscapers wear more clothing now. They dress like Fallout characters down here. It's just like full on, full sleeves, face covering, visor.
You got the shiesty on. I like seeing that. I guess you gotta keep the sun off.
Yeah, literally. Turn off and wear like lightweight fabrics, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm waiting. 2 more years, I'll probably.
You been doing some yard work?
Not really, honestly. I don't know. I'm good enough. What I do is I just plant a ton of stuff, and it's just kind of like whatever thrives naturally. I kind of just go with that. I just don't have the time to I'll read the feedback. Like, you should plant it this time. It's like, bro, it's getting. I'm not gonna. I have to like measure them like. Pretty much. That's how I go. That's a wild take root.
And that's God's will. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? You just throw some seeds out there and just be like, Lord, whatever you destined for my yard.
For real, I farm like a guy from like 3,000 years ago. Like, I just stick my thumb in holes and scatter seeds. And I pray, I go, please let my stuff grow. I actually took some radishes. That was my one yield.
Just like getting little heirloom tomatoes.
Can you do that for me?
Like I feel like farming we really messed up.
That's hard. It's the hardest thing in the world. And then if like so many things. Hunter and gathering is so dumb.
What do you mean? I feel like it was mostly time. I feel like it was mostly just like walking around, grabbing a berry. You know, you find a beaver, hit him in the head,
Dude,
eat him.
Imagine if you got hungry and you were like, this might be it. Every time you got hungry, you're like, this might be the time my whole family and I die.
Yeah, but you're also fasting. You're getting shredded along the way.
You're definitely shredded. But also, definitely shredded. No one's denying that. The whole family died. You like twisted an ankle and fell in the woods.
That is true.
Fried.
That is
You're
true,
done.
but pressure.
That's true. No, that's true. They're like, yeah, they were like keeping their ancestors. You wouldn't have a house. You'd have a mud hut. The Western sounds so bad.
I was a pediatrician we went to, and he was like, "Oh yeah, well, a lot of kids are vitamin D deficient."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh really?" He's like, "Yeah, and it's not because of lack of sun; it's because of all the soap we use." And I was like, "Hey."
Damn, your pediatrician sounds actually good.
Yeah, no, he's
kind of like.
No, he's chill as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to see him. We had to find him.
I don't do all the stuff that kids do.
That's really not bad.
Yeah, for sure.
They're bad kids.
Yeah, well, ours in Philly, she was actually very good, but she was like pretty gung ho. We had COVID babies, and they were like, jab, yeah. Oh wait,
let's just see it through. You know what I mean? Let's just see what happens.
But she was good. Other than that, she was good. She was just heavy handed. Like, so I was like, we're gonna wait on that. She's like, well, that's fine. Leave it to you guys. It's a high risk of dying, so we're just gonna let you know. I'm like, all right, thanks. She got to the hospital, and like 2 things at once, and like, they're giving me the old like, you don't really know what it is, and then like, the pediatrician would call us, and what is it? What did they say it was? Like, they don't know. She's like, dude, put me on the phone. She just reamed them out. And then they actually ran the right test. There's like 2 different.
Damn.
So they were able to figure out that it was a little bit viral. Yeah, the hospital. Children's hospital. Have you been there yet?
No.
Dude.
Praise the Lord.
That's, see, to answer your question about hunter-gathering. Oh, okay, yeah, actually, society's not all evil. The fact that we have children's hospitals is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah,
It's terrifying. It's so scary.
It is sick as hell, honestly. But at this point, I'll just go to ChatGPT.
True.
I just talked to ChatGPT and was like, yo, here's what I'm going through right now.
Yeah, what should I do?
My kid's coughing up a storm. Is that chill or not?
I think it's pretty chill, actually.
And then ChatGPT would be like, nah, it's pretty good. I don't like that ChatGPT will like just stroke my ego too much though.
You gotta ask for brutal honesty.
I will, and then it'll give me like 2 answers of honesty, and then by the third one, it's like, but you're a good dad.
Do you say lock in? And you can just be like, bro, stop fluffing me. I know I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, did you stroke my shit right now?
I know I'm a piece of shit.
I need you to be a little more real. I did that. I tried to use ChatGPT to be my personal trainer. And I was like, hey, be David Goggins. Be Jocko Willink.
What did it say?
It was like, yo, you're a little bitch. Like, get up in the morning. But then after like 3 days, it was
you
just
said
like,
be. I thought you said beat them. I'm like,
no.
damn. I was like, whoa.
Yo, for real, send a cyber attack immediately to Goggins. No, I said be them. I was like, pretend you're David Goggins.
Okay.
And it was like pretty sick for like 3 days. But then it got very, I don't know, it became very sycophantic immediately.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, yo, you're good. Just chill.
Yeah, that's nice. But you can use it. I feel like it's good for doing like, I want to run the mile in this time. How do I train for that? And it'll give you a good program.
Oh, yeah, what's your mile time right now?
Right now, I might actually retest tomorrow, but as of like a couple weeks ago, it was like 6:58. So I
mean, that's solid.
It's not bad. I'm trying to get down to like low
sub
6.
sub 7. I mean,
sub 7. Yeah, I got down to sub 7.
I mean, are you cooking for like 5Ks?
Not really. I'm just trying to I just like giving myself little fitness goals and like, rather than just work. If I just work out without like a point to it, I just won't really do it. But if it's like, let's see how low I can get this down, it's like I'll actually do it.
Oh, there's an article I read about this dude. He talks about this Japanese word for like a difficult thing to do, like a challenging task. It's a specific Japanese philosophy. I forget exactly what it is, but it's basically like every year try to create a super difficult task. If it's like, hey, run a marathon in 2.5 hours, like just like set a goal for every year, whether it's like a physical task, like some type of like personal thing that you want to achieve, and just lock in on it for the year, and it makes things so much more fulfilling. Because now your diet is not just like, oh, I do this forever all the time. It's like, no, I'm working towards this one specific personal goal.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to get shredded for like 5 years now, and it's just not been happening. I can't stop pigging out.
Oh yeah, no,
but I've shifted it. I don't do, instead of aesthetics, I go just performance based. That's what helps me. Because if I start seeing any results, I go, dude, it's time. I can totally pig out again. So now I just go performance based, where I just pig out, but I'm trying to step the performance up. To where like the physical goals are so hard that obviously aesthetic will just follow.
And you're in
and I won't even care. Honestly.
You're in a contest right now, of running battle, a duel. And what is the context of this duel?
Me versus my fat cousin.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I'm gonna win. If I don't win, that's gonna be great shame on my family. But he is a psycho. He was a D1 wrestler. I think he was D1. I'm not sure. But he was definitely, he wrestled in college, and he is an absolute psychopath. So.
What weight class?
Heavyweight. I told you he's fat. Like he's a fat cousin.
I mean, I feel like cars are in your favor right now. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know. He probably wrestled, because I know wrestlers are kind of weirdos where they like really shed a lot of weight.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, he would wrestle at like back in his prime before he was fat and like 40 something. He probably wrestled at like 175-ish, if that's a thing.
Yeah. And he's pulling sub 7 miles right now.
He's doing like, he's getting close though. He's doing like 8, but if it were 3 miles, he could have a chance to beat me, because I'm not good on the distance.
And when is this going? When is the really in Philly?
I'm doing a show in Atlantic City, I think August 16th or 18th, I forget. So then he's down the beach right around Atlantic City, so I'm going to get a beach house there like a couple days after the show and chill with my family and just race it.
And just lock in.
I'm already locked in right now. I might skip the show in AC just to run and train.
You seem more dialed today than I've ever seen.
I'm dialed, dude. It's crazy. I don't know what happened. I mean, dude, everyone hates that I talk about this, but dude, I gave up masturbating for life. I'll never do it ever again.
When was the last time you got a stroke?
Dude, it must have been like at least a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Respect.
Yeah, and it's like, that's another thing I've been trying, and people are like, we're sick of hearing about this. It's like, I mean, dude, imagine if you stop jerking off for the rest of your life. It's great every day. I wake
Dude, you're
up.
preaching the choir over here, dude. I've quit masturbating. It's pretty easy to do.
It is, I'm
I've quit
telling you.
masturbating 100 times. Like every time I do it.
Dude,
like,
I don't know
oh,
what
no.
happened. To flip switch, and I go like, yeah, I'm never gonna do that again. And, like, even it'll like, I'll think about it, and it's like, dude, that's weird.
I mean, do you remember the final one thing?
Yeah, it was like any other one. It was just kind of like hotel room. Obviously, I'm fucking traveling for stand up. I couldn't sleep. I beat myself absolutely silly, and it was just kind of like, that's not it.
You got to frame that video.
I
Just
do.
whatever the final beat was.
Yeah, right.
Dude, this is the final spillage. You know what I mean? Put it up in your office, in your compound. You gotta hang it.
I genuinely don't remember. It was just like, I was just in a portal. I was in a goon hole online, just
Yeah.
fucking just scrolling through.
Dude, I've been trying to get off it for a while.
Dude, when you have kids, you have to. That's my thing. You can jerk off if you don't have kids. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Once you have kids, you cannot watch porn and masturbate. Because if your kids catch you doing it, it ruins everything. And it's also like,
There is a little
again,
party.
if you don't have a kid, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You don't
you're
have a kid, do whatever you want.
Catch a
Whatever you want to do. Every day when you wake up, it literally, there's no
I mean, the
pressure.
morning beat, I mean, you might as well just go back to sleep. You know what I mean? It kind of just sucks the wind out of your sails.
Yeah, you should call a doctor on the morning.
Talk to ChatGPT. It's like, dude, keep beating it. Keep on stroking it. No, be David Goggins. Keep stroking it.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
people are mad. They go, I don't want to hear about this anymore. It's like, that's fine. Again, it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. If you don't have kids, knock yourself out. But it's like, once you have kids, you just can't be a porn dad. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's not a great look.
Did you have like friends whose like dads had porn like hidden that you could like find?
None that I respected.
Exactly. Literally, exactly. It's just weird.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a weird thing.
Yeah, I never liked it. We would sometimes find porno mags in the woods. That was kind of chill.
That's fine.
Like as a little kid, you
Then
walk out
that
there.
was also because of porn dads had to hide. Think about that.
Yo, that's a good point.
So many children would see weird porn because fucking porn dads would go out in the woods, beat off. Actually, going to the woods, that's kind of. I can respect that, like taking it out like a dog that shits like far away.
Yeah. This is the meat, you know what I mean?
That's why so many kids found porn. Like literally, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like those porn dads back in the 90s or whenever literally gave children porn. They didn't do it like a pedophile would do it, but
They gave it like how we gave weapons to Afghanistan.
yeah, in a way.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of.
We just deserted. We left them there. The Taliban was like, dude, how do you turn these things on?
They're like, it's too hot. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah, man.
And then the Taliban was like, dude, 3 tanks. That's sick as hell.
I know. They weren't ready for them either. They shouldn't have them.
Dude, I want to see that. I feel like that's like 2001 Space Odyssey. You know what I mean? When the Taliban got all the tanks.
Yeah,
They were
didn't
just-
they do some videos of them like fucking around with them?
Yeah, they were just like, dude, how do you?
Also,
Where's the charger for this?
I feel like, do they still have those tanks? Because I feel like someone swooped in there and just snagged those things.
Middle of the
Because
night.
if I'm Russia and I hear the Taliban has tanks, I'm going, they're mine.
Yeah.
If I had a guess, someone was like, yeah, give me that to get the fuck out of here.
Probably. I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah, if I was any other, I mean, maybe America did it. I don't know.
You can't be letting these boys roll around in a sick whip.
I don't think they know how to use them either.
I mean, I don't know how to use it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how
If
to
you
fucking-
deserted $1 billion worth of tanks in my yard, they would just still be there.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, yeah, literally, I don't know how to.
I would sell them at an antique shop. I'd be like, "Do you guys want these?" I don't know. I don't know.
Scrap them. You could scrap them.
I don't even know how to do that. You just have to have someone come by, you know, hunks, move, and jump. You'd be like, "Yo, do y'all want this?" I wouldn't know what to do with it. But no, I'm with you on the porn thing, dude. I don't know. It's not a popular take. No, it's not like a cool position.
People
to
get
take.
mad. They get mad. They go, "We don't want to fuck you. Like, this is all you ever talk about." I'm like, dude, it's crazy. It's great. They like literally turn the page of your life and you go, oh, yeah, like, 'cause I could never understand it when I was younger. Like, dude, if I had porn, my parents would freak out. I'd be like, why are they so fucking annoying about porn? Shut up. Then you know, once you have kids, you're like, yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's the semen retention, which is nice. You know what I mean? You get a little boost, a little focus.
That's the bigger thing, really. You know, whatever. Porn is whatever, but it's like, especially being in a long-term relationship. For me, that was always the wedge. I was such a pussy cat the entire time. I'm like, no matter what was going on, I'd be like, I should be having sex more. And then being able to be like, I really think it's just getting older, but being able to like, in a relationship like that, be like, I'm not even going to apply any pressure on that front. I'm just going to retain. And just, and also, again, it's an effective reverse psychology anyway.
Yeah.
You just let me, tag me in.
Yeah, this note is mine.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you don't want it, I'm gonna keep it.
Almost kind of like,
I'm taking my ball and going home.
I guess. Well, it's that, and it's even like, Yeah, I guess we can have sex. Like, I'm gonna lose some of my power, which I'm kind of not exactly stoked about. But you know, I took a vow and I will break you off.
Technically, I swore before God that I would load you up with a nut every now and again.
It's like, you know, you don't have any of this stuff, so I'll give you a little bit, but
Yeah, it's the least I could do.
don't get used to it. But dude, I'm telling you, it's a, I don't know, man. It's just a weird thing, and it also, I feel like it streamlines your mind too. Like when you're like, 'cause, you know, I'm in like an office. I sit there all day and I write. When I have a goon brain, it's just like I'm writing, and then it's like every 10 seconds, like, is it time to goon? And it's like, no, come on, man, it's not time. And then it's just like writing.
But then
So
you
it's,
tell yourself, you're like, dude, once I just crack a beat real quick, then I'll be good. And then you get back there, and it's like an hour later, and you're like,
exactly.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
But your goon brain's
spent.
like, no, you just need one rip, and then you'll be fine.
That's what I'm trying to say, man. It's I don't know. The main thing was like, for some reason, I had a deep-seated belief that, like, if I were to reach a level of, like, you know, if so many days would go by without me spilling, I would be like so angry. Like, it was like a deep injustice that I'd be like, how dare, you know, my wife, or if I wasn't with anyone, like, I should be spraying. Like, why? And then, like, when that goes away, you're just like, yeah, I'm just free to do my thing. And then it comes around, and you're ready. Because I don't know if you've ever been there before. If you're in a relationship, and you're like, I don't think I'm getting any pussy tonight. I'm gonna fap. And then you do, and then it's, you know, just some weird coincidence. Your babe's like, let's have sex. And you're like,
Oh, every.
Grit is in you. It's in your passion, your perseverance. It's in every challenge you face and overcome. Grit is in you. It's never in rockin' protein. Never stop.
Marketers, you know that feeling when your content just works? When you crush a viral trend before 10 a.m.? When one tiny tweak to a landing page sends click-through rates through the roof? That's Contentful. Dynamic content made blissfully simple. Contentful helps you create and launch personalized experiences instantly across any digital channel. No stress, no limits, only possibilities. Come get the feels at Contentful.com.
Oh, every time. Dude.
fuck, I fucking good.
Yeah, that's every time.
Soft penis. We haven't had sex in a week. Now we're fucking.
Yeah, that's every time.
I've gotten caught slipping like that. I'm like, I can't get caught again.
There's so many times with my sweet lady that if I'm on a retention wave and I just like proposition, that she's like, yeah, for sure. And it kind of catches me off guard. I'm like, wait, that's all it is? And she's like, yeah, dude, 100%. But if I just go the easy way,
They
get the
know.
cheap dope, you know what I mean?
They know when you're goon. They absolutely know.
And they catch you on it, you know what I mean? I just think that's God's will, once again.
I remember my wife hit me with that. She was like, I was like, dude, I'm traveling, I'm by myself. Obviously, this is when I had goon brain, but I'm like, I'm just gonna, like, she would tell me, like, don't jerk off in the hotel. And I'm like, I'm gonna jerk off in the hotel. Yeah. She was like, fine, if you do it, don't look at porn. And I was like, what the fuck's the point of it then? She's like, why do you have to do that? And I was like, what are you talking about?
No, I did that for a little bit. I just did just fantasy brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it also doesn't feel great, you know?
No, it's weird. That can take, well, two things. It's like, when you go pure imagination mode, it's like,
You're so Willy Wonka.
there's no safe search on it. You're like, nobody knows what I'm up to.
Yeah,
And it's also,
you don't have the FCC blocking your
well,
phone.
there's also just remembering porns in your brain. I was trying to remember porns.
Yeah. It's just your own AI. It's your own internal AI.
Yeah.
Just coming up with stuff.
But either way, sorry.
That's how it
I get
goes.
tons of shit for talking about. People are always like, we don't want to hear about this shit anymore. It's like,
I mean, not to mention, I also like porn is pretty tough. It's a
name one woman who's thrived and came out. Maybe.
Sasha Grey was in an Eminem video.
Best case scenario. Best case scenario is to appear beside the rap devil. That's top of the mountain. Other than that, it's like suicide, drug overdose, or you just look. They get wrecked. Porn stars, it literally, I don't know what it is, but like they age so fucking fast.
Yeah. No, it's an insidious industry, and I do think it is a little bit of there's some depravity of the human will that goes into it. You know, like there's a little breakdown of what. Like, is this really what's good for me? I don't know. But I also grew up Catholic, so I have a bad compass. Like I never had a good. You know what I mean? I will have consensual sex with my wife for the purpose of procreation. I'll get off of it and be like,
Yeah.
Was I good? Like, I gotta check
I was
in.
too loud. I was too loud.
Yeah, we ripped Doggy on this. Like, I don't know if that was the guy's divine plan.
No, for me, that stuff is fine. I don't. It's the thing that kind of freaks me, especially with the OnlyFans, because now it's like I don't know many like smoking hot college age chicks, but I imagine there's got to be a temptation if you're like a super hot and your Instagram's kind of popping. I'd imagine there's a temptation that's there to monetize like sex stuff that really wasn't there before OnlyFans.
Oh yeah,
and then, that's where I'm like that's evil. That's bad.
And then the pipeline is like you get into it and you're like, I'm just gonna do feet. And then you do feet for a little bit, and you're like, all right, the followers are falling off. You know what I mean? I got to create shareholder value over here. You know, I'm a pure capitalist. We have Q3 KPIs I got to lock in on. You know what I mean? And then you turn to like a business magnate, and you're like, all right, fine, I'll just get into some like lingerie.
Yeah, well, too, but
and then you're getting triple DD. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that all comes. And it's also like, dude, if you're like, I'm gonna do that for some quick money and get out. Again, I'm not like sitting here like it's fundamentally evil, but it's like, if your goal is like, all right, I want to have kids or whatever, it's like, okay, whatever. Again, whatever, do whatever you want. But like, if you have done porn before and now you're having kids, it's like, I don't know, man, that's a rough sell.
Yeah.
Unless like your kid is just so cool and understanding, which is like, I don't know who's that chill about naked mom.
Yeah, no, naked mom's a tough sell. So
Naked mom DC, possibly.
But also like. You do hear these women that are like, I gained financial freedom, and like I live in a penthouse in Miami, and this is exactly what I wanted. I'm like, all right, if that's your thing, I'm not gonna say no.
I question that too. It's like, okay, yeah, financial freedom. It's cool if you're like running from a gym, but if you're like you fucking like go to college, it's like, yo, dude, you can do this. You can totally do this by getting a job too. You don't have to show your butthole to strangers.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're preaching the choir.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But again, I always acknowledge I grew up Catholic, so I feel probably like I am sexually repressed. So I'm not always the best person in this stuff. You know? Like I was just telling my buddy the other day, I was like, dude, I used to be so horny when I was a kid, and I would try not to catch a beat, and I used to, like, I would pray for wet dreams.
I still do, but yeah.
Like the wet dream. Like I remember like checking it with like my pastor. I was like, dude, yeah, is that like what's the ruling on this?
What's the verdict?
Yeah, what is there precedent for this case?
What did he say?
And he was like, dude, that's just a free dream. And I was like, all right. So I would go to bed just ripped, and I would just like my parents when I was 14, they got like an Apple iTouch for me.
Oh, dude.
Which is exactly what I did.
The Apple I touched myself.
Yeah. That's like, dude, this is like Steve Jobs wanted me to do.
Dude, the video. I was just talking to someone about this. Yeah, the video iPods were just. Porn. Yeah, they're porn machines. They're tiny, and you're like a tiny thumbnail.
Yeah. Porn machine, and then you can sometimes listen to music if you want to, but it is a porn machine.
Yeah, those, I never had one. I mean, that sounds steady and when I was younger, but it was like.
Your parents knew.
No, they didn't. I just didn't have it. I never had an iPod until like my brother gave me one. It was like an old, the big boy.
Oh,
I don't think I had video capabilities.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean,
that shit rocking the world, and I would just lay in bed and be like, guys, please, anything, just back up a Latino on me. I need this right.
True. Please. My thing is like, there is like, maybe it's just my Catholic guilt, but it's like, I'm not particularly like dogmatic about any religion, but if you just, for me, when I look at stuff like that, I'm like, all right, so if you do have to repress. There's no way you can't have like a society without being somewhat repressed, because you got to repress some things. Like you have to repress violence. Like you can't have a society without repressing violence. You have to repress sex, because it's like, first of all, like you can't. Obviously, it's like everyone can agree. Like, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So it's like it does have to be, like you have to set boundaries and limitations, and like, yeah, this idea where people are like I read something on Substack where a lady's like, people tell me I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't eat as much as I want, I shouldn't have sex whenever I want. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't. Like, I'm not, again, it's not like shame on you, but it's like just not a good idea, especially if you're a lady. It's like, dude, if you get knocked up, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
A guy should be there, but some guys don't, and it's like, I don't know.
And it's not only on women. Like, I think obviously women feel the brunt of it largely because of the society we live in, but I do think men hold the burden as well, where they're like, yeah, you also shouldn't just be like raw dogging every 7 you see, No,
that's why I go to the gym around here, and it's just like, I mean, it's like almost a joke. You see just like complete yoga wedgie pants with like the butt cuppers. And I think they're doing it for the guys, because the dudes are so desensitized that it's like, I think you need to now just keep You got to be like almost naked to have a guy be like, oh wow,
Dude, that's my
she's pretty
biggest
hot.
fear. At the gym I go to, it's like you get a lot of influencers.
Yeah,
They'll
it's
pop in,
a lot of fitfluencers.
hitting the back squat, and then they got the camera set up.
Yeah.
And then my dumb ass is just in the corner, just belly hanging out. I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna be on some girl's TikTok clip, just jaw open, like.
Yeah, exactly. No,
I gotta ask her, like, can you blur my face? Like,
Yeah, yeah, like I didn't sign a release.
yeah.
No, I go to my gym and I keep it just completely dialed in. I just try to just ignore everything because because it's also just like I don't know. It's totally understandable to be like because when I could see a woman's nipples when she doesn't wear a bra, my brainstem shuts down for like 5 seconds, and not like oh I fucking love. It's just for real destabilizes my thoughts.
Yeah.
So it's not like one of those things like oh it's wrong, you shouldn't do that. But I'm like
You're punching me in the head.
you're putting a burden on me that like I didn't ask for. I'm just trying to I'm trying to jerk. I'm trying to work out. I meant to say work. I said jerk. It's a Freudian slip, obviously.
But it's like coming to the gym
I'm trying to work out, and I'll go to the gym with my wife, and she'll be like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And I'm like, "Babes,
Yeah,
fucking
only
don't."
gym in the area. We get a discount.
Yeah.
Like we need to come here. So just be chill. Like,
Just look me in the eyes the entire time.
Yeah,
to make
yeah.
it through this.
we will do curls facing each other.
Yeah, but then they have their male counterparts. It'll be guys, shirtless, juiced up,
Yeah.
fucking just absolutely
Dick
jacked.
print. Yeah.
People have been fucking saying on the dick print lately, and that's gotta stop. That's fucking for real gotta stop.
Yeah.
It's a weird arms race. It's like, dude, nobody's gonna win this.
Dude, the baby arms race. It's a crazy look. But yeah, for
It's
real.
fucking bullshit.
When do we stop? You know what I mean?
I mean, it'll probably like everything kind of goes in cycles and reverts. So I don't know. I am just literally getting old because I'll see women now who are like somewhat conservatively dressed at the gym, and I'm like, good. There we go. There's a good girl.
You see all this like conservative Twitter shit where it's like Muslims are taking over America, and you're like, nice, hell yeah. That's what we need. We need more Naqibs. We need more hijabs.
I mean, again, it's like I don't ever have like I don't really feel like moral outrage about it. I'm not like shame on you. I totally understand the drive towards like
Just
that.
your monkey brain's light.
Yeah, just exactly. It's like, bro, my monkey brain's lighting up. I'm trying to. I don't know. I feel like that's one of my number one goals in life is like just to. And I'm not like I don't like to try to like sound like 'cause a lot of people talk about like spiritual stuff where they're like I want to like completely shed my ego.
Get out of the matrix.
Yeah, or whatever. I don't think about it like that, but it's like if there are some inner adjustments I can make just to make my life like 20% easier, that's what I'm after.
Yeah.
And it's like I do think as you get older, like again, I'll be 40 next year. I have 2 kids. It just doesn't fit into like what I'm doing to be like an absolute pussy goblin and be like, oh fuck. It would literally fuck my whole life up.
Yeah.
And it just like it's one of those things where as you get older, like if and this is just my perspective, but if it's like if I were at 40 to be like orienting myself around purely worldly goals, at one point it just becomes kind of a joke. It's like, if you're like you could become an older wealthy guy, but it's like what am I gonna fuck college chicks? It's like it's fucking it's just weird. It's just kind of weird, and then it's like I should be hanging out with my kids, and I'm like, I have a hot new girlfriend. Girls, please understand your daddy. It's just like
Yeah, you kind of missed it.
if you can work on shedding that now, I think you can have actually a better life as an older person, which nobody really cares about. Everyone wants to have like a cooler life now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over-indexing on like a very chill life of like a 50, 60.
That was kind of my calculation. I don't know. Like I was like, dude, I'm gonna have a kid at 21. I was like, this shit is awesome. I'm still young.
I wish I had kids earlier. That was my thing. I mean, it's like I'm glad I didn't because I was an absolute maniac. But it was like,
You also need the right gal.
yeah,
You know what I mean? The galdom is big on that. So you got to like find the right one. Like I would never pressure someone to be like, yeah, dude, have kids young. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, no, it could get very bad, very ugly.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? We're going to take a break really quick because we got merch. If you don't know, we got camp research and development merchandise. You can see it right here. Also, my buddy Andrew Schultz was actually just out hanging with his fam, having a good old time. All of a sudden, a dude walks up to him and goes, yo, what's up, Schultz? And guess what he was wearing? This shirt right here. So shout out to that legend. I appreciate that. Very camp threads. Go to camp-rd.com. We're dropping all sorts of new gear. You can see some of the images here of some of the products that we got. And anytime you buy a t-shirt, you can help this show. shows. Truly makes my life. It's the coolest thing ever. I cannot believe people are actually wearing clothes that me and my friends are designing and sending iMessage chats. Everything is cool. It's the craziest thing in the world. I'm so grateful for everyone that does it. Check it out. We got the link in the description. Now let's get back to the show. What's up, guys? I'm on the road. That's right. I'm going to Chandler, Arizona, San Diego, California, Burlington, Vermont, Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, and a bunch of other dates that I will be adding to my website, markgagnonlive.com. I would love to see you guys there. Obviously, if you don't know, I'm a stand-up comedian, and stand-up comedy is my passion. It's the thing I love to do, and seeing you guys all come out to the shows truly makes my life. I hang out after the show and say what's up to everybody, so if you want to come through, check out the show, say what's up to me. It would mean the world. You can see me at all these dates and more on my website, markgagnonlive.com, and I'll see you guys on the road.
Do you meditate, or are you a big meditation guy?
I like it. I used to do it a lot. I don't do it as much anymore, but I do try to do it like every night before I go to bed, and like, or just like if I catch like 10 minutes, I'll try to just like actively work on slowing my mind. During COVID, I did it like a lot.
Yeah.
And I got like way better at like, dude, I used to like for real like break shit. Like I would get so angry.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, I was a monster. I would like, especially when me and my wife were first together, we first were like living in a house. We were like having our, she was pregnant. Dude, we get in arguments. I would fucking like throw an olive oil bottle at the wall. I was bad. I was fucking maniac. I was an
Italian
absolute,
domestic violence.
I was just an Irish spaz. It was so
You
bad.
grabbed the olive oil.
Dude, never smash olive oil. It never came out. I put primer over it. I put spackle. I did everything.
Nah, dude.
And those little oil spots would bleed through, and every now and again she would just go, yeah, it didn't work. And it just remind me of my rage, and I'd be like, fuck. But that's like a serious problem.
Something poetic about it, though. You know what I mean?
It really
like,
is.
Just something beautiful about seeing the oil seep through, just as a remnant of your anger.
I had oil in my ceiling, and I actually chipped. It wasn't hardwood, but it was like, you know those like fake hardwood floors that are like composite plastic?
Yeah.
I spiked a mug, and it fucking chipped the floor. So I had a chip on my floor that I covered shamefully with a rug, and I had a fucking olive oil splatters in my ceiling that would like bleed through paint. It was just some weird thing I just never really figured out or dealt with. And then that's where meditation helped me, because I learned to like, I would get angry, and I remember it vividly. I'd be on like, we had like carpeted steps in our house in Philly. She would do something that would piss me off, and I would just be like, you know, you get angry and you're like, you don't even think about it. You're like, I'm about to say a bunch of shit that pisses her off now, because fuck her. Now I'm mad at her.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, obviously like it's all her fault, you know, whatever. That's what you're thinking. And then I do remember like learning how to like stop and just like, especially when you want to break shit, and just letting that feeling like course through your body. And then the first couple times that it like comes and goes, you're like, holy fuck, I just averted like a 3-day drawn out argument.
Wow.
Just because I was able to go like slow down and be like, yeah, dude, you're pissed right now, but you're not a fucking toddler. You can't spaz.
Interesting. It's kind of the same thing as goon brain. You know what I mean? It's equal
Literally,
opposite.
same thing. It's just lizard brain taking the helm.
Yeah, I'm grateful I never had that. I never had like anger. I always went internal. I was just like, oh, I suck. I'm an idiot. I'm the worst. You know, which is not healthy either.
I would externalize. I think you're a fucking idiot. You suck. I'm gonna break something now to show you that you're an idiot.
I'm doing an end zone dance, dude. I'm fucking spiking this thing. Yeah, that's tough.
No, I'm telling you, the meditation helped. I got real into like, you know, and it's like that cliche thing where like I got into Eastern philosophy, but like, dude, some of that shit is fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, the reason it takes it for 4,000 years.
Yeah, dude, and like there was the one thing. There was I forget what it was from. I read, obviously not all the Upanishads, but I read like a book that had like selected different things. There was one thing like a passage in there that I thought was fucking awesome. It was like this guy, there was always like two dudes just like talking, but he was explaining the self as like a horse-drawn carriage, and there's your senses are the horses. So you have the horses are pulling the thing, and if your senses are running the show, you're gonna crash. Like you have horses going this way, one horse going that way. It's fucking chaos. So then you have a guy just kind of whipping horses. That's like your ego being like, hey, guys, knock it off. And it's just like this. You're just like kind of just, you know, it's like this violence on violence thing. We're just kind of like angrily trying to get these external or these internal impulses that are completely out of control, trying to run in the show. And it's like this feedback loop where, you know, it's just like, it's just not working.
Yeah.
You have an ill-equipped person who's, he can like, you know, he can hold the reins of the horse, but he has no idea how to like truly navigate. And the whole point of the story was there's a rider inside of the caravan, and that's your like, they call like your real self or whatever. And you need to like wake that inner thing up that can actually watch your mind work from within your mind.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You can
No,
watch
absolutely.
like, oh, I'm thinking this thing, but just because I'm thinking it doesn't mean it's, you know, reality. It's like, these are just my thoughts. They could be so wrong. They probably are. And that like getting that ability to like get distance within your own mind and be like, yeah, I'm pissed right now. I'm having all these things. I want to do all these things. I'm noticing myself having them, and then you can just kind of like let go. And that's, they say it's like your higher self or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
But that
awesome.
that one was like a gold mine for me. I was like, oh yeah, I should maybe have, I need a deeper level of myself to
Get
kind
these
of
ponies under control.
Yeah, these ponies under control. I need
These
to get
goon
ponies-
horses are.
Goon horses, the anger horses are all out of control. The person that I'm, my level of awareness is just like spasm, like stop.
Yeah.
Yet the rider has to wake up and be like, bro, it's out. Basically, it's like this is outside of your pay grade for like steering my life consciously.
Yeah, of course. Because like
Yeah.
now you're just angry at yourself for being angry.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
your
that-
senses
oh, yeah.
will spike up. You're angry. You can't control your emotions. These are external things that get put into your subconscious. Now you're mad through childhood trauma or just the way that you are. And now you're mad at yourself for being mad.
Yeah.
And then that doesn't help.
Yeah, you go, oh, fuck up again. Shit.
Yeah. And then you're pissed off. Dude, I mean, Daniel Kahneman, you ever read him? He's like a behavioral economist. He has a similar thing where it's like system 1 and system 2 thinking. And system 1, it might be flip-flop, but system 1 is basically like, he describes like an elephant and a guy on top of the elephant.
Yeah.
And like your system 1 is like, that's the rider. That's your active thought.
Yeah.
And that's like what you like ought to be, almost like Kant. It's like that's like who you aspire to be. And then you have the elephant, which is like your system 2, and that's kind of like your passive subconscious. And eventually the rider will get tired, and then your system 2 takes over. And basically you have to train your system 2 into doing the actions of your system 1. And that's through like, immersion and like sort of constant behavioral like repatterning.
Yeah, that's the same. Zen has the same thing with like the ox herding. Do you ever see that? Like there's like 6 pictures and there's a guy in the woods being like just chilling. Then he sees like the footprints of an ox and he discovers the ox and he's like, what the fuck is this? And he has to tame the ox and he gets to ride the ox back home to his village. And he's like, I've conquered my inner weird self. So like it can be possible. It's one of those things where I think people the trouble is people go, I've conquered it 1,000%, and it's like no, you didn't. So
You
it's
never
like
conquer.
if you can get 5 huge victories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially with like nerd. That's the other thing with anxiety. It's another one where it's like, especially for doing like when I started headlining, I would do shows and like I would get to a green room and my initial thoughts would be like, this is wrong. I'm bad. This
Yeah.
isn't the right place. I'm going to ruin this. I'm going to fuck this up.
Yeah.
Then I'd have to go perform and like make people laugh. Like that's how I feel. I'm like, this is not good. So just learning how to be like, yeah, I actually am very nervous right now, but it's fine. I'm just gonna do what I got to do, and eventually that like it just all goes away. It's just I feel bad when people never learn how to like get past that stuff because you genuinely can. That's my big thing. Because everyone's like, oh, well, you just think you become like a floating on a cloud math. It's like, no, dude, your life will still be very hard, but
Yeah.
you can definitely make it better for yourself.
Yeah, you never reach, what is it in Hinduism?
Enlightenment or
like
what?
mukti or moksha?
Okay.
Yeah, like you never like reach it ultimately. Like you reach it when you die. But like the whole purpose is trying to like get close to that perfect form.
Or maybe some people do. I don't know. It's like I'm going to try to do it. That's my goal. But it's like I don't know. I don't. Again, it's just for me. It's just one of those things where it's like I did it last night. I like woke up in the middle of the night to get my kids. I'm like, fuck. I'm not going to fall asleep. I'm going to be tired. And then what I usually do is go, fuck, dude, chill out. Stop freaking out. And then I try to like make myself not spaz.
Of course, you're trying to tame the horse.
Yeah, I just laid there and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking spazzing. I might not fall asleep. And I just laid there and I just was like, whatever. And then fucking passed out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big one, man. Like learning how to.
Well, that's how I view fitness the same way because I love working out, but like I don't do it for women. Like everyone, all my friends are like, dude, like you're already married. Like, why? And I'm like, well, the point is just like daily, like doing something different every single day, and like trying to get better at doing hard things.
Yeah, dude, and it's like, I also just feel like shit if I don't work out.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I will say, I flex. When I'm getting any gains, I stand in, we have like the setup in the bathroom with her sink, my sink. I just stand in her mirror and I'm like, bro, we're fucking back.
You are so lucky. You got this fucking barrel of steaks.
Literally,
hanging out in the bed.
that's literally verbatim. I'm like, how do you deal with this?
Yeah.
She's like, shut the fuck down. Actually, I was talking to her last night. I have been lifting. Just because I'm obviously goals oriented in terms of like performance and maybe my body's adapting to everything. I don't know. But people have been like, dude, you're getting jacked, man. And like we went out last night with some of our friends from the neighborhood, and some of the husbands were just teasing me, being like, dude, what the fuck, man? What are you doing? And I was telling her we're like, end of the night, we just got back from hanging out, and I was like, dude, I really wish, like, you know, our friends would stop, like, pointing out the fact that my shoulders have gotten bigger. It makes me feel really weird. I was like, can you send a message to, like, all their wives to, like, tell them stuff? She's like,